Actually, or I never talked to you about the Gina situation.
You didn't? I thought we did.
No, we never talked about it on the channel. I just did videos about it and gave you my opinions. I want your opinions though.
What about it?
I went on, so I was on 224 Vic's channel, right? And we had a really fun stream. But there was supposed to be this guy that was supposed to jump in and debate like with us and everything, and he dipped out.
No, speaking of.
What?
Oh, Sen dipped out. You probably went to go eat.
Probably.
Yeah.
The dude is always running away to get food.
Oh, it's din time. Yeah.
Well, so I think he came on like after I left.
Yeah.
I've never heard it, so I kind of wanted to hear what he had to say.
Mm-hmm.
Let me steal his let me steal 224 Vic's video here.
He came right as Crow was leaving. Oh, Vic is in the chat.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna play part of it because I want to hear his response. Because maybe you'll respond to some of the stuff I was saying.
Yeah. Dream canceled for drinking alcohol.
Is that Mike in the background?
Yeah, he's in the background. So, like, the first thing was the photo that Pedro Pascal put, the one that you were talking about earlier.
Yeah, well, my buddy Crow said.
That's misinterpreted. Because I do know that the second photo that he put is definitely not from 2018, but it's still relevant only because, well, the comparison that he's making is
Okay. So
didn't the date on that tweet say 2018?
Yeah, it did. Okay. So this person was supposed to like come on and like chat with us, right?
Yeah.
It's okay. I think I'm at the part of the video, but if there's something I missed, Vic, you let me know in the chat. Actually, Vic, I'm going to send you a link to the stream if you have the ability to come on if you want to talk about it, because you know this guy. I don't. And if there's any clarification, if I'm saying anything wrong, you can either be here or you can tell me in the chat if I'm saying anything incorrect. But so we were supposed to have this conversation on the Gina Carano situation, right?
Yeah.
He thinks Gina Carano absolutely deserved to be fired, right? Over posting that one image, right? And the image was essentially, okay, I sent you a link on Twitter. The image was saying that like the reason why the Holocaust happened was because the government taught people to hate Jews for being Jews, right? Hate your neighbor, which leads to things like the Holocaust. And the message was like, how's that any different from teaching people to hate people based on their political ideology, right? If you want to call it a dumb comparison, call it a dumb comparison, right? If you want to say like you shouldn't be making comparisons, make that statement too, right? But to make the claims like she is denigrating the Jewish people, right? I said it's just completely fucking ridiculous, right? The message that she reposted was about, hey, don't hate your fucking neighbor because it can lead to bad things, right?
Yeah.
That was it. This person said, no, she should still be fired for that, right? And people were making, and we made the comparisons to like, oh, here's John. Hey, John. So we made the statements like, look, if you want to go after anyone for making comparisons to the Holocaust, Pedro Pascal has done it on several different occasions, right? So the photo in question that he's referring to is a photo that Pedro Pascal tweeted, right? And the image is like Germany in 1942, right? And it's literally Jews in a concentration camp. And then it's like America in 2018, right? And the image is of kids in cages, right?
Yeah.
But the photo is not from 2018. The photo is from 2010, and the photo is not even from America. It's from fucking Pakistan. Yeah. Right? Like completely removed, right? So that's just one, huh?
But doesn't the caption say to America, even though it's not the right photo?
It says America in 2018.
Yeah.
So, it's not just that. It's something he had done before on more than one occasion.
Well,
he did it a few months ago. He called people Nazis and shit.
Well, he did losers, right? And it was the KKK, then the Nazis, and then the MAGA hat, right? Yeah. So basically saying like, they're all the same thing, right? So look, Pedro Pascal has done that on several occasions. These are just two of the most notable times he's done it, right? But the one that like really pissed people off was comparing America to Nazi Germany by using a photo from fucking Pakistan, right? Oh, here's Vic. Hey, Vic.
Well, it's not just that. Like the other thing, to simplify it, Gina Carano's post was basically saying, "Hey, don't be a Nazi." You know what I mean? And friggin' Pasquale's is, well, you guys are Nazis if you believe this. That's the best way to simplify it for people.
It's the same fucking message from the opposite spectrum. The way I see it, anyway.
More or less, but hers was clearly not anti-Semitic or anything like that. It's basically saying, "Hey, don't be the guys that were anti-Semitic." You know what I mean?
But they use the same.
Now I can hear you guys.
Material. Hey, what's up, Vic?
Yeah. All right. What's going on?
So at this point of the video, Vic, and correct me if I'm wrong, he's about to justify Pedro Pascal tweeting that stuff out.
Yeah, basically.
But
he's trying to state the difference between what he did and then what Gina did.
Okay, so I'm not trying to take him out of context or anything. In his view, if you say don't hate your neighbor like the Nazis did, that should get you fired. But if you say that a bunch of people in the country are basically Nazis for what they believe, right? That's okay because he agrees with the statement.
I mean, I'm not sure, honestly. I didn't think about it like that. Because I don't know. I listened to what he had to say, but man, oh man, I did take issue with what he said because at the same time, it's like I don't like what he said because I still think what he did was I can easily compare to Gina on the opposite side. Like even then, I'm just like, how is this not deserve controversy over what she did? Because I still think that's a bit more worse than what Gina did.
Okay, so let's hear it in his words.
Jews in the Holocaust, children were taken away from their parents, their families, and put in concentration camps. The comparison he's making is with the second photo, with the kids in the cell. I don't know if you can bring up the image or whatever.
I'm not sure if I can find it. I just didn't.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure you've seen the photo. But comparison he's trying to make is that immigrant children now in the U.S. being taken away from their family because it's been on the news several times. That
now remind me the children that were taken away from families.
Hold on, just real quick there, Carl, before you go off because I know where you're going. I know where you're going. And you're probably going in this direction, anyways. But it's funny how people always mention that, but never refer to who actually was the one doing that first. People seem to forget the history. The reason why kids are in the cages was because of the Obama administration, okay? Because they thought it was too cruel to separate kids from their families. Yeah. That's why that even exists right now.
And remember, guess who didn't want to mention that? The fucking media.
Well, I was going to say that because he feels like it's an unfair comparison because, we're Republicans, Trump supporters. They're not being treated the same way. People aren't being taught to hate them just to hate them. They deserve the hatred, right?
Yeah.
And it's totally an unfair comparison because look at what happened to the Jews, right? So I'm just saying, right? It's not just that kids were rounded up, right? Because the purpose is why it's being done is because of immigration policy, right? Half the time they can't actually return the kids to the families because the families won't take the children, right? Because I remember that story too, right? But to my understanding, the Nazis weren't keeping the kids, in cages, looking for their families or because of laws or anything like that. They were, forcing prison labor on them, running illegal brain surgery on them, and to my understanding, starving them and gassing them, right? To my understanding, the U.S. government is not doing any of those things, right? So that would be an unfair comparison to the Holocaust, which is gross and offensive.
I just think if you want to make a fucking statement, you shouldn't have to grasp at a different tragedy for a different country,
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I thought the comparison to the Holocaust on both ends is stupid, right? Mm-hmm. But what Deco's.
I'm not even knocking on like Gina's because it's like
Oh, no.
He's a good boy.
Ayo Crow's good on y'all for having an actually decent YouTube channel. I'm glad there's at least a channel out there that sees two sides of the story instead of jumping to conclusions.
Yeah, it's thanks to Crows and a bunch of other people is like made me realize, I shouldn't be jumping to conclusions like this anymore. Because for me, at the end of the day, I don't like this kind of bullshit happening like when it's not called for.
Yeah, dude. Like it's just let's complain.
Let's
complain likes to play video games while listening to you, Crow. More of an orph. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that.
So look, it's okay. I think Kai said it. It was a hyperbolic allegory she made while Pedro did call Republicans and conservatives Nazis, right?
Yeah, and you did mention that before.
Yeah. Right. He's done it on several occasions. My point is, right, if you're going to say that Gina went too far by making that hyperbolic allegory, fucking Pedro flat out says it, right? But the thing is, the people that want Gina fucking canceled and fired and everything agree with Pedro. They agree that people are fucking Nazis and they hate them. So they're okay with those statements, even though they go way too fucking far. But Gina saying, like, you shouldn't hate your neighbor. Well, they want to hate their neighbor, so she needs to be canceled and fired, right?
That's the problem. I mean, she said it in the tamest possible way, I think. I mean, it's granted, I get, all right, yeah, it's a little bit of an extreme way to go, right? Yeah. But even still, it's just like, I get where she was going. Probably not the best, like you said before, and I would agree with you, Cole. Probably not the best comparison. But still, I mean, what she was saying was not what they were saying she was saying, right?
Well, I'm sorry to interrupt you, sir, but I want to point out we need to cancel Reb because Reb basically said all Latinos look alike.
I mean, honestly, to be honest though, this does look like a fair comparison because I do have a similar haircut to Aura, and we basically have the same.
It's
skin.
The Hispanic haircut, No,
the Hispanic short haircut, and the same skin tone. That's really.
I cannot say this joke because some people will find it offensive. But I go to my barber and I'm like, I want this, and he's like, I got you, fam. It's the typical Hispanic.
Yeah. It's the same thing for mine, honestly.
Yeah.
And by the way, I just want to point out, John, and Aura, I really wish you were there for that too. I really wish you
I was at work. I tried to pop in though.
Yeah, I forgot to send you a link now.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I couldn't make it that night.
I had hey, Nick, there's potentially, and I can't promise anything. I'll know noon tomorrow. My job may be shut down on Wednesday, so if you can line something up on Wednesday or Tuesday, I am still down to go on your channel and fucking sort.
I mean, I am too, but the problem was this guy. He's also a college student right now too. So he says he's gonna be busy usually throughout the week. So I even brought that up during the end of the stream. So I even tried to point that out to him. But I'll respond to that once we reach towards the end.
Okay. Well, let's keep playing because he's gonna defend. He's basically gonna be a fucking hypocrite here.
Like these kids are taken away from their families like all the time. Just because they're undocumented. But the thing is, like, there's always gonna be racism. There's always gonna be people,
but they're not being taken away from their family. They're literally being.
Yeah. He makes it sound like he makes it sound like the cops are showing up to these people's houses, grabbing the children away from their parents and locking the children up. Like, dude, no.
No,
and
I mean,
again,
look, that's
and again. Right? Until you show me that the U.S. government is making it a policy to starve and gas these children while running neurological experiments on them, human experimentation, you still haven't made the association with the fucking Nazis, but okay.
Yeah, but by the way, mind you, whose fault is it that these comparisons came to light? Think about it.
I think it was Pedro who was making the comparisons.
No, I'm talking about like comparing these the detention centers to Nazi concentration camps.
Oh, I don't want to say her name.
I mean, I don't either, but I also blame the media too. But
yeah,
Kroga.
Okay. And the thing is, with the Holocaust, is that the Nazis didn't like the Jews. They alienated a lot of people, in Germany and I forget where else it was, but what the point was Pedro Pascal was making a comparison between Jews being taken away.
Yes, baby. What's up?
I blocked you.
You still listening?
Away from their families during the Holocaust and being put in concentration camps to be compared to how immigrant children people who are children who are undocumented being taken away from their parents and families and being put in cells. That's what he was trying to put across. And then there was another photo that he put out. It said, losers in 1865, losers in 1945, losers in 2020. What I got from that was that he's comparing the Confederates, Nazis to Republicans. And I don't completely agree with that because not all Republicans.
Because I think that's ridiculous.
Yeah, no, I have a lot of friends who are Republicans as well, and they are not like that. But
no, because that's the thing. No, it's just the thing I don't like. It's just the thing I don't like.
What I meant by that, honestly, I just meant
not every.
I mean, like, but I mean, like Pascal fucking said it.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying it's a stupid comparison for all Republicans to be like that. That's what I was trying to go about.
Well, did you?
Well, yeah, you're literally fucking, you're literally comparing them to fucking genocidal maniacs.
Well, you know what I mean? I have to ask, right? Did you ask him? Does he think Pedro Pascal should be fired?
No, I didn't ask that, which I should have. But it was like,
I'm genuinely curious because he thinks Gina Carano should be fired. So I'm wondering if he thinks Pedro Pascal should also be fired.
Nah, I forgot to ask that. Honestly, I was just wanting to hear his take and get on that part. Which,
you have to understand too. Oh, sorry, Vic. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to hear his take, basically, and so give his side of the argument. But I just want to give my 2 cents and my shitty 2 cents was wasn't at full mode because I was kind of drained out from most of the stream, so I couldn't give the best input at the time.
Because here's the thing, right? As much as I find what Pedro Pascal said to be fucking offensive and nasty, I don't think he should lose his job.
No.
I'm at least going to
that's the difference. No, that's the thing. I think I think most people agree with that too. Like remember what happened with James Gunn, right? What James Gunn said was gross, right? All the jokes are like they get uncomfortable when you read that whole wall of jokes that he posted up. But at the end of the day, it's jokes, right? He's never been arrested for anything. There's at least not that anybody knows of, right? There's no record on him. You know what I mean? there hasn't been anybody come out to Me Too him, right?
Yeah.
So it's gross. It's gross. It's inappropriate stuff, and a company, they have their right to fire whoever for whatever reason. But even then, I still didn't think the guy should have gotten fired, right? It's just like with the joke from years ago. It's not like he said him like fucking yesterday. You know what I'm saying? And James Gunn would be somebody that obviously I'd probably disagree on almost anything, right?
Yeah.
Except for maybe probably, superhero stuff and the way he does movies and things like that, but probably on a political and probably on a moral level, I'd probably disagree with him on a whole hell of a lot, right?
Yeah.
But again, I don't think he should have lost. The dude shouldn't have lost his job over it. But he did, and even with that, it didn't really matter because what the fuck? A year later, he came back into the good graces of Hollywood, anyways. Disney rehired him.
Yeah,
right?
Because everyone's begging for him to be like rehired.
I mean, but that's the thing, right? Like, if you're going to make your statement, well, they should be fired for making gross and offensive statements on social media, right? First off, Gina did not do that, right? You can try to stretch it. You can try to be as hyperbolic as humanly fucking possible. You can try anything you want. You can lie through your fucking crooked ass teeth to claim that it's something that it isn't, right? Because you have people like flat out saying that she's an anti-Semite because
which is just false.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just 100% false.
Like you can do whatever you want, right? At the end of the day, she did not say anything gross or offensive. It's the same group of people that have been trying to get her fired for months because she flat out said that she didn't want to put pronouns in her bio. That's it. That's what this has all been about. That's why the same people calling her an anti-Semite are saying that she's a transphobe, right? And that she doesn't want trans people to have rights, right? It's the same group of fucking people, and they've never stopped.
Yeah. Look, if somebody wants to take issue with the comparison, that's fine. That's to each their own. People can feel how they want to feel, but don't lie about what you said, right? Just don't fabricate something, which is what people were doing. They were straight up fabricating shit.
Yeah.
Calling her an anti-Semite and stuff like that. That's not,
not true.
Nothing she said was anti-Semitic. Now, if you take issue with her comparison because it's a sensitive issue for you personally, okay, that's fine. You have, again, people have the right to feel however they want to feel about a situation. but be honest about why it is, you feel that way, as opposed to just making an utter lie out of it.
Yeah. And that, at the end of the day, if you, again, like you said, if you take issues with what was actually said, fine. But if you're making shit up to make it sound much worse than it actually is, then yeah, I mean, I think anyone would have a problem with that, right? But yeah, you got people who just do not care about what was actually said. They don't care about what was actually being done, right? They've wanted to get her fired for a very long time. And it all starts with her not wanting to put pronouns into her fucking bio.
Oh, and he's gonna get into that later. Don't worry.
Oh my god. Okay. Let's just keep playing this.
One of them is like, a racist, evil bigot like to me. I like to portray them out to be, because, like you said, do you have any friends that are like conservative or Trump supporters?
Gio, yeah. Gio is a Republican / Trump supporter. You remember Gio, don't you?
I know. I remember. But it's like, at the end of the day, I mean, it's like, we could be like that and still be friends. That's what I'm just saying, because I have a few friends that are like that too. We're still cool. We may not agree on everything, but at least we're still chill with each other at the end of the day. That's the issue I just have nowadays. We just can't. There's not as much. We can't do that anymore, because if you say that out loud in public or on the Twitter mob, they'll want to destroy your life.
I don't know who that is.
Say what kinds of things though? I don't really. I need context.
Oh, for what? Which one exactly?
Pause a sec.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
My bad. I just have to point this out real quick, because Rev is great. He asked 224 Vic, why would your friend use the name Jap?
Yeah, dude, so somebody asked that. Somebody asked that.
So the funny thing is, it like the J stands for stands for the letter in his first name. A means the one for his middle name, and P is the one for his last name. That's why.
Yeah, so it's just a.
So you know how?
But that's still an offensive slur.
Yeah, dude. Karogane asked, "Who is this Jap person?" I was like, "Who? Where on the screen?"
It was basically unintentional.
It doesn't matter, right? Because Gina's post was not made to offend, right? But this jackass, his initials are literally a fucking racial slur.
That's his fucking.
So why the fuck is he doing it?
Well,
no, he wants to go on about how you can't offend people in any way, shape, or form, and if you do, it's on you, right? It's on them to like. I shouldn't have to understand. No, hold on. Before you, no. I'm going to say this.
To be fair,
I'm just going to say this really quick. It should not be on me to understand that those are his initials. He's using a racial fucking slur.
Dude, your name is literally like a racist connotation to it.
Yeah, but
I'm just saying.
Me too. I'm just fucking saying.
I'm just saying, right? I am fucking disgusted by this individual right now.
Yeah. It stands for Jimmy Alvaro Bozo. So.
Why did you do that, Vic? Why did you do that? Shut up.
No, because here's the thing. It literally his name literally appears in the comment section later, so it doesn't really.
Oh,
matter.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, that's the thing. He used his that and his username to actually watch the stream. Crow was there, so he knows.
Other terms, yeah, your friend has a funny name. Dude, how the fuck am I even supposed to move on from that?
I mean, that's like, obviously that's a nitpicky thing, right? That's not, it probably was just, an oversight on the guy's part. He probably wasn't, we'll get, to be fair, to play devil's advocate a little bit here, the guy was probably didn't realize, that his initials, the way they are there, spell, but regardless of which, right? I don't think that we should harp on that to invalidate any of the arguments he's trying to make, right?
I would assume it's mostly a joke. I see it's a joke. I don't know if Crow's
exactly. That's it. That's why I think it's funny that Rev brought it up, or whoever else brought it up in the chat. But
I'm in the lines where, like, whatever happened. It's unfortunate circumstance. I think if you wanted her fired, congratulations, you got what you wanted. And if you didn't want her fired, well, I'd encourage anybody to support her, because I believe she has her own movie. She's working with Ben Shapiro, and support her on whatever she's doing next. That's what I would recommend.
The vicious anti-Semite is working with the most Jewish man in the country.
Exactly.
Everything good, Crowley. That scared the fuck out of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just went to go talk to her, and she goes, I wasn't screaming. It's like,
Dog, that's terrifying if she's not. I'm like, fucking, what's in your house? Are you kidding me? Like, I'm about to check my stuff. And I was like, what was that?
What's going on?
John, was that you? Like, I feel like
no, it wasn't me. I mean, I could do a high pitched old woman song, probably like woo, but you know.
What the fuck? You sound like a Mortal Kombat character. You sound like Liu Kang.
No, we need to stop that. We need to stop that.
Yeah,
That's not appropriate.
That's what
you know.
You guys are being very offensive right now.
Yeah, exactly. We're being too.
You Midway.
You were singing. You were singing. Okay. All right. Let's. I'm going to keep playing the video because apparently that's her song.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, Crow would blow someone's
certain
brains out.
things in public, like what things?
Oh, certain things in public. Oh, no, my bad. Okay, so
This is what I mean. Why I am
Apologies
terrible
for
with
that. I sometimes
debates and comparisons.
So, I mean, if you like say if like you're in public somewhere, or and this is probably a terrible example, but I'll try to roll with it if you're trying to get where I'm trying to go. So, say either that, or you're just have something that's political, right? That's you don't agree with your identity politics, right? Imagine that next thing you know, someone has a problem with you out of nowhere, and they just get in your face, or just try to fight you, or beat you to the ground, just because you like someone they don't like, who thinks evil, because they think they're evil. If you get what I'm trying to say, like I said, I am terrible with making these.
Okay, so for that example, honestly, I was trying to go with
basically what you're trying to say.
If you mind pausing real quick,
people, not like.
So I was basically trying to go with the example of, remember how like back in November there was like Antifa members attacking all the like Trump supporters in DC, just for protesting and showing their support for Trump. I was basically trying to go off that. Trying to go off that comparison because
look, the whole thing is, and I think with this whole thing with Pedro and Gina, I think the easiest way to kind of sum it up is, and what she was saying and what she was actually trying to get at was, when you dehumanize somebody, it makes it a lot easier to do bad things to them. Right? And to justify doing those bad things to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
which is a dangerous mindset to have. And when you have people like Pedro Pascal comparing them to two people like, the bad guys from WW2, as the courting would say, or the Confederacy, you make it a lot easier to basically enact things on them, right? To go ahead and try to do things because you think that you're doing something righteous.
Yeah.
I'm very peeved that they don't have crow emojis. Everyone's doing positivity turtles in chat, and there is no crow emoji.
There are for the members.
Yeah. Oh, but yeah. Are they?
I just want to go off saying
you need to make some cool crows. Yeah. That's how you
cool fucking crows. Rev, hail Satan. Okay.
Rev is Satan.
Oh my god.
Other people because of their political opinions.
Yeah. Well, in this case, like if you say flat out you're a Trump supporter, people want to beat the shit out of you. I've seen videos of that actually on Twitter, so that's why I'm just like that. It comes to that comparison for me.
Yeah, but there's a difference between political views and what's morally right. The thing with Gina Carano was when she made that tweet putting pronouns of beep, bop, boop.
Here it is.
I saw the other tweets that the thread of like all the tweets from like the trans community. And even I think that like the trans community should not have like pushed her so much to put pronouns, because not everybody needs to put their pronouns. Like that's very unnecessary.
I don't like about this person, right? Because they made it pretty clear, and their other buddy was in your chat at the time, making it very clear that she needed to be fired. She deserved to be fired, right?
Yeah.
So I'm listening to this guy, and he's basically like just bending over backwards to agree with anything that you say. What Pedro Pascal said was wrong. Yeah, no, I agree. That was wrong. That was a bad comparison. But this other thing, I agree. Like the trans community shouldn't have forced her to put pronouns in her bio. Like not all people need to do that. But either you're going to take issues with it or you're fucking not. Because right now you basically agree that Gina Carano was okay to do what she did. I don't get where his fucking disagreement is with my stance on this shit. Right? Maybe I'm just a fucking moron, but I'm just not getting it.
He just disagrees.
I don't know what he disagrees with. Right?
That she should be fired.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
Fuck. I don't know. I'm just saying. Like this is so fucking dumb.
Yeah. I mean,
no,
I can't say I'm not agreeing.
It's probably better for her now. Like these fucking people won't be on her ass all the time, and she could like just do what she wants to do and fucking not get fucking hear Disney's bullshit about it.
Yeah, and I'm just saying it won't be the same as how Cara doing in the Disney universe anymore. That's all I'm saying.
I feel like this is not gonna fucking bring her down. I feel like it's only gonna fucking boost her up.
Yeah.
You know,
I think it is too. I think she's gonna be more sought after because of it. And again, like you said, to your point, Corey, or what you were saying is true. You know, I mean, she's probably not gonna have as many people. Well, she probably still will have those few people that are hang-ons that are still gonna be tweeting and saying stuff to her every single thing she tweets out regardless. But for the most part, I think in mass a lot of people are going to back off now because they finally got their way with her, right? They don't have to worry about Disney putting up with her, right?
Yeah.
Quote unquote.
They got to go through Shapiro. Have fun with that.
Good luck with that. Yeah.
You got to tell him he's like anti-Semitic too.
He's about as Jewish as it can get. It makes no sense how you can be anti-Semitic and Jewish at the same time.
Thank you, Dream, for playing that fucking sacred song that I fucking love so much. Oh my god, this is great. I'm having a great time. I don't know about any of you, but I'm having a great time.
I'm having a wonderful time. I'm glad you're having fun.
Kat, what's up?
You have a very tantric experience?
Tantric? Dude, yeah, we did. We blazed up to the most sacred song there was on the internet.
That's beautiful. Sorry I missed it.
Are you sure? Would you have? No, yeah, I didn't think so.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I didn't think you give a shit.
Was it Taino? Was it Taino Indian?
Of course not.
Well, fuck all that shit. I don't care.
Well,
that's my heritage, man.
Yeah, I know that's your heritage. I know that's your heritage. No one cares about that fucking island, John. All right, no one cares about that island with the fucking frogs.
I care about the island. What are you talking about?
Do you care?
Stop saying things that are true, Aura.
Wait, what? Wait, I'm so confused. What's going on?
Don't listen to John. He's trying to get inside your head.
He's trying to call me a anti-Semite because I don't believe the title.
Look, if I was going to believe anyone was an anti-Semite, it would be Aura.
It's true.
Yeah,
I was racist for helping white people at my job.
No, that's not why. You can try to pretend, but that's not why. Do you want to know why? Do you want to know why? Why? Because I remember a conversation that the two of us had in which you asked me, who do you think would win, the KKK or the Nazis?
Yeah.
And I think every single time you said the Nazis would win.
No, I think you said the Nazis would win.
I mean, they would.
I said the KKK. I was like,
they're far better organized than the KKK are.
See what I mean?
I mean, it's an objectively true statement. But see, here's the thing.
God, that's going to be
clipped. Dude, no, yeah. I said, because remember, I was like, the KKK are going to dress up like ghosts and scare the Nazis. And you were like, they were kind of superstitious. You know, like, fucking.
I remember that. But in all honesty, right? It's true, right? It is true.
They would scare the Nazis, yes.
No. The KKK are a bunch of drunk, fucking buck-tooth ass redneck fuckers, right?
Fucking
No, but this is true. And the Nazis nearly took over the world.
KKK Nazis fighting a rap battle.
I'd pay to see it.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, exactly. See, he gets it.
ERB, please do that.
Well, they did Hitler versus
Darth Vader.
Yeah. I like the Hitler versus Darth Vader.
Yeah, those were fun.
Yeah,
they look like Scooby-Doo skit ghosts.
So we can all agree if the Nazis and the KKK ever actually fought a war, there's just more Nazis than there are KKK.
I don't know, man.
In the past. I don't know today.
In the past. Dude, I don't know. Generally, I don't know. I just thought it was like a little fun matchup.
Okay, so sorry. You believe in the KKK then?
If I believe in the KKK?
Yeah, that they would win against the Nazis. You believe in the KKK?
That's a loaded question, or don't answer.
It's a trap.
I believe in the KKK. What the fuck is that?
It's a trap.
Hey, Hey, he said he believes in the KKK. I can clip that. I win.
Clip it. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. What those ghosty motherfuckers gonna do? I'll take their banjo and bash them over the head with it. Fuck them. Like,
you can try to deny it. Doesn't matter. It's too late. It's too late,
what, son. Okay, well, I deny.
It's too late. It's too late to deny.
Deny what?
It's too late. It's too late.
It's too late to apologize.
It's way too fucking late to apologize. You basically said you believe in the KKK, and I will clip that.
You said it.
You
believe in the fucking Nazis, fool. Like, what are you talking about?
I believe the Nazis.
Or you know what you should have said when he said
ass.
that? You know, it would have been funny if you would have said.
He's fucking really Nazis right now, dog. Like, fucking.
It would have been funny if you would have said, "I ain't afraid of no ghosts."
Oh, that would have been so cool.
You missed the opportunity, bro. You missed it.
You're not as much of a nerd thinker like John.
If there was ever a regret, that's it right there.
Yeah.
Wait, that's the regret?
Yeah.
Okay, nothing else. That's the regret.
That's the regret, 100%.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's keep playing the video.
Necessary. But
I don't think she's trans. I don't think she. Yeah, but I don't think she. I would say right now, they stated she was bullied for it.
Yeah, but the thing is, she could have been professional about it, and she could have just stopped there and said,
"What?
Hey guys, I support the trans community."
What?
And the funny thing is, she was being professional about it. They were still on her ass.
I don't know.
I like the statement. It's her fault. She should have done better.
Ghostbuster.
She should have been more professional about them bullying and harassing her. I like that stance. He's basically a misogynist, right? Cara Dune's skirt was too short that day. She should have just taken it like a proper lady and apologized to her harassers. That makes a ton of fucking sense. And he's also using a racial slur for his name. Your buddy over here is like coming across incredibly fucking based, and I don't think he's intending to.
No, he's not. That's the funny part.
I love the look on your face right now, Mick.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm disappointed. I was disappointed. And I kind of was. I'm
not going to put my pronouns. Instead, what she did and was taken not lightly at all, and just like I can see how it's very offensive, and it was offensive in my opinion. Putting your pronouns as B, that's mocking.
Offensive. No, it wasn't.
So harassing a female and demanding she do what the mob of mostly men are telling her to. Because look, I've spoken to trans people. Like, I used to live in San Francisco, right? I know plenty. Okay, I was very progressive, but like, no shit, right? Like, trans people don't want to force people to do all these certain things, right? There's a certain group, don't get me wrong, but like the majority of the people I see going in on her posts, right? A few trans accounts, sure, but it's mostly dudes. When you go into any of her tweets, it's mostly fucking dudes complaining about her, right? So I'm looking at it, I'm sitting there going like, it's just a lot of fucking misogyny, right, going on right now. There's a lot of fucking misogyny going on right now. I don't know. That's the way I'm feeling about this. And I think these are clear examples of sexism going on. And I'm really disappointed in your friend right now because I thought they were better. And clearly they're not.
You don't even know the dude. Like, okay, what do you mean?
I said I thought that they were better. I didn't say I knew them personally.
How would you think that they would know better when you don't know
them?
I
said I thought they were better. I didn't say I thought they would think.
How would you think that if you didn't know them? Bro, that's like my pizza boy. Like, I thought he'd be way better than he was, fucking guy.
Or look, I assumed that this person is better than what they are, and apparently I was wrong.
How can you assume that of a person you don't know?
How can I what?
Nothing. Just continue.
Yeah, I'm going to continue. Can I continue the video, or you want to keep talking to me?
You really should.
Yeah, I'll try. But if you keep speaking up, I'll keep taking breaks.
I thought better of you.
That's mocking the trans community, and like people were saying, "Oh, it's just a."
All right, fuck it. I'm going to Twitter right now. What should my pronouns be?
Your pronouns.
Chat, what should my pronouns be?
I don't know.
B and cough.
No. I need actual pronouns. Come on, guys. Come on, chat. Chat, come on. You guys are heroes. Tell me what my pronouns need to be.
I can't tell you.
Oh, I know. They're going to be ka in order.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Dun dun.
Is that even a pronoun? This is like that's fine.
No, but it's a good fit. It's a good fit. Whoever popped up that idea in the head, again, I thank you for it.
The what?
No, whoever brought up the call and order in the first place, that inspired me to make the parody intro.
Yeah, for real. Like, no, I used your thing that you sent me for the thumbnail, actually, for Leafy.
I like that you used the goofiest picture of me. If you could find.
Okay, there you go, guys. My pronouns are now ka in order. And you better use that grammatically accurate. I'm going to be all over your fucking asses.
Grammatically accurate.
Yeah, grammatically accurate.
Crow and Raven. That's a pretty good one.
Let's get back on topic.
Joke, he's trying to make a point. Like, no, a joke is when the community itself is included, and that's not the case.
Thank you, Party OV1.
No, it's not.
Real
Do you see what I'm trying to say?
No. Guys, the
whenever.
community needs to be included in the joke. So if she makes a joke and not every single trans person in the world agrees with the joke, that makes it offensive to the entire trans community.
That's not how comedy works.
Comedy is subjective.
That's not how comedy works
Right?
at all.
No, that's how comedy works, according to your friend Vic.
Leave Vic's friend alone. You don't know the guy.
No, I'm not. I'm leaving Vic's friend alone. I'm just saying.
here's the thing. He is valid to criticism anyway, so it's fair. I mean, like I said, I couldn't think of ways to criticize him right on the spot because I was sort of brain dead right after the Crow left. So
I was like, let Vic say this shit. Damn, sorry.
I drained all of Vic's energy for this.
No, yeah,
I mean,
I believe it.
Sort
Crow
of,
is hard to fucking
but-
deal with. You don't even know.
I'm trying to because here's fair. I just don't like if she. Yeah, I probably shouldn't probably fuck this, but I still think it wasn't that harmful. But I don't think she's really deserved a backlash for that as much as she did. I don't think it's just transphobic at all because she has come out and said she does support trans. It's just that I don't like someone bullying them to have someone put their pronouns on a profile when in that scenario when they don't need to. But
Yeah,
she was basically that's why she had to do it. But she did it in a way was like, hey, screw you guys. I'm just gonna do it like this. Fuck you. Haha. It's probably not the best way, but
Yeah, with that kind of action, she can definitely be labeled as transphobe because that is mocking the trans community.
I don't think you can say that unless like you are part of that community.
Yeah.
it's like speaking on behalf of the Hispanics, saying, "Yeah, we're offended by this, even though we're not."
Yeah,
But,
that's my gripe with that. Like, I don't think you really. I mean, I guess maybe it's just his wording, but like, I don't think you can really say that unless like you're a part of that community.
Well, I mean, he
But even then, even if you're not a part of the,
actually, he's not trans, but he is gay.
Gotcha. Thank you. You should have said that first.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, but how does that change anything?
Because doesn't that count towards the LGBTQ community?
Well, yeah, but that's still not being trans.
Yeah, you are right. I'm just saying. Because here's the thing, they like to associate the community all together.
Yeah, I mean, people like to be wrong all the time. It doesn't change anything. Yeah. Let's keep playing the video.
I don't see it as mocking. But I got nothing against the trans community for that. I just don't see it as mocking anyway. That's just me. And people may see that or not, but that's just me. I don't got an issue. And I'll say,
wait, what?
Your wife said good night in the chat.
Good night, baby. Don't hurt me.
All your stuff's gonna be in the track.
What's the topic? Because I don't think they're talking about Luke right now. No, we talked about Luke earlier when Jar was on.
Yeah.
What's up, MangaKamen? Dude, yeah, we talked about Luke. Jar showed up earlier.
Yeah.
say right now.
And the other thing with the Gina Carano situation was when she was comparing. Let me bring up the same cut.
And this is where he's basically reading off the same thing earlier that I read off when I showed it on screen.
I'm trying to bring up the
thing that got her fired in the first place.
The Instagram thing that she put up.
I brought it up. I actually did bring it up earlier too when everyone else was on.
Yeah, I'm super bad at finding this stuff. I had it saved and I deleted it because like I was just going through my entire photo album because I ran out of storage.
Okay, you can basically skip like 30 seconds ahead.
Let me just search it up. Instagram posts. That's easier.
He's not prepared at all for this.
Entire country is either your. Okay, found it. So the original tweet said Jews were beaten in the streets not by Nazi soldiers but by their neighbors, even by children, because history is edited. Most people today don't realize that to get to the point where Nazi soldiers could easily round up thousands of Jews, the government first made their neighbors hate them simply for being Jews. How is that any different from hating someone for their political views?
Yeah, I actually did bring it up earlier too. So
that doesn't entirely. The message that she's trying to put out did not translate well. She probably could not have used that in a positive way.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I still think it was probably like a terrible example, but I would not say it like that.
I hate how wishy-washy and bitchy is about just answering the damn question. Well, I mean, I wouldn't really say it like that, but you know, like I think it could have been worded a little bit better. I mean, but you know, it's really on her. Like, guys, come on, we gotta, you know, this is a thing that's happening right now. Like, what the fuck, dude?
No, I don't know. Manga, if you're still there, I sent you the link.
Because what she did was she was talking about like Nazi soldiers rounding up thousands of Jews and then saying how is that any different from hating someone for their political views. So the thing is the entire country is either the two major parties are you're either Democrat or you're Republican or you're not you're third party, whatever. I'm not affiliated with either. But when I saw this, she was comparing to like people being like hating. How I had this worded earlier, and now it's even harder to say it.
Because remember, he was watching it 15 minutes before you left, Crow.
How's that different from someone hating for their political?
I just is he okay? Hey, MangaKamen, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, hey, I hope you guys can hear me.
Yeah, you sound good. You sound good.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I would hope I sound good. I do YouTube for half a living.
I wish I could do that.
No, yeah. So do you want to finish up the
let's finish.
We're just gonna finish this video up first.
Yeah, and then we can move on. Yeah,
I mean, you guys
that way we can get our full points across.
Yeah, I'll let you guys. If you need me, I can chime in because I think you guys are talking about the Gina Carano stuff.
Yeah, we are. And so basically on Saturday night, I was having debate. Crow was on, and my buddy Jason, and Rev was there for a brief amount of time too. My friend here was supposed to join, but he's basically at the time it started. But he was caught up with family stuff during that time. And by the time Crow said he was announcing to get off, he put himself in the comment section saying, "Yeah, I'm here. I'll hop on for a short bit." So, and this is what he had to say.
We went on for like 2 hours waiting for this guy too.
Yeah, and I've just found it funny. I don't think it's intentional, but I still find it funny. He literally He literally arrived right as you were leaving.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, go ahead. I'll just hear while you guys continue this right here.
Okay, now I remember. The comparison between like the Jews and all that being beaten by Nazi soldiers, the government rounding them up. Our government hasn't really done anything. So
Okay. All right. Hold on. Because he just said Pedro Pascal's tweet was totally okay because, you know, kids were put in cages, right? But he ignores the fact that, you know, what the Nazis actually did to the people in the fucking cages, right? But then he says, oh, well, she shouldn't make the comparison because, like, you know, people in America aren't rounding up conservatives or Republicans, and that's not what her fucking statement is saying, though. It's like, just don't hate your fucking neighbor.
That wasn't her point at all.
Yeah. It's like, I mean, here's the thing. It's easy to, like, make your point, right? If you're willing to just lie about what somebody else is saying, right? It's a great way of fucking strawmanning someone, but, like, that's not what the fucking statement was.
Yeah.
I don't know.
To make people hate Republicans, either Democrats with the recent situation with the Capitol. Of course, they're going to get a bad rep right now because when Trump made that statement, an outrage happened and they stormed the Capitol.
Yeah.
So after that situation, of course, the Republicans got like a lot of bad rep from that.
Yeah.
But that's not to say that all Republicans are bad.
No, it's just an opportunistic kind of, what do you call it? Grab at a gotcha or whatever you want to, however you want to state it.
Yeah, I don't know. Vic, does he make any other points here?
He's about to. Yeah, and because then I bring up the China stuff, and that's coming down just in a short bit.
Okay.
But the thing is, like, she's trying to compare this to where the Jews are religious, and I can't remember if they're if most people are born into it, or if they're put. I have to research this again. I completely forgot because I don't. I have friends who are all Jewish, but I don't know that much sometimes.
Yeah, they can either be born in it or they can convert into it.
Yeah. So it's either way, but
I think it's mostly to be born Jewish. So.
But the thing is, with Republicans, you're not born into it. So how can you make that comparison entirely when Republicans are a party themselves?
This is a bad argument to make.
Be a Republican,
this is a really bad argument he's making right now,
and then leave.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's making some amazing points right now. I am in complete disagreement with you guys. I'm just going to be a contrarian right now.
I think it's the same fucking point he's been making since we started.
I know it's the same shit.
It's
okay. I know.
You can convert to Judaism.
I know I said I'd be quiet during this, but I feel like my brain just short circuited listening to this.
Yeah, you did.
I'm with you.
Mine's kind of short circuited.
No, not maybe because I'm like. Not only because I'm tired from shoveling the snow, but it's just like,
yeah, I know what you mean.
No, dude, he's been making the same fucking point in like every topic that gets shifted. So it's the same fucking point. Yeah, but it's still pretty bad. I'm like, whatever.
Drugs are bad. Okay.
Don't
Republicans are bad. Okay.
Don't do that. Yeah.
It's like you guys look, here's the Capitol Hill. Like the Republicans are obviously getting better. I was like, dude, are you like ignoring the past 4 fucking years? Right,
4
like
years.
it's
4 years. The fucking summer. Do you remember the summer of 2020?
Yeah.
The whole summer was like fucking riots and nothing else. Like, you forgot about that?
Dude, fucking Antifa literally took over a fucking portion of the city.
And seated.
I'm gonna keep my own opinion on this quiet right now because
that's fine. That's fine.
That's fine.
It's okay. Don't comment. Don't comment.
It's probably for the best.
Yeah.
Comment, don't comment.
Well,
the Jews, they couldn't do that. They were taken from. They were a lot of them were taken from their families. A lot of them were rounded up as families. But the difference between our government and the Nazi government from like back then during like World War II and everything. Adolf Hitler took power. He took it like
he won an election.
He basically just forced his views onto everyone.
He didn't just take power.
Our government doesn't do that.
You just took it.
Well, our government doesn't
make a comparison between the Nazis rounding up the Jews when our government.
The look on Vic's face the entire time is just great.
Like,
yeah, I mean, I was like, I didn't know.
Well, it's not really that. Vic, I think she was trying to go off the example of.
What were you gonna say, John?
No, I said I know he's your friend. I mean, but I don't think he needs to brush up on his history.
Yeah,
I mean
that's the worst part about it. Go ahead.
I mean, Adolf went through the courts to get his power. Everything he did.
Adolf Hitler went on a journey. He went on a journey like Zelda, or not Zelda, like Link, trying to get.
Don't.
Yeah, let's not compare that to
We did. You don't remember?
No, because but here's the thing. Let's not forget. There's already shitty comparisons to the linking Nazis. So let's not make that comparison.
Really?
As it is. Yeah.
I'm just saying, Aura's going to get himself canceled here pretty quick.
Yeah.
Gives a shit. Oh no, my YouTube.
This is like I said, this is like I said, it was a shitty example too to go about it. But actually, he was trying to go about the part of there's only one way of thinking, and that one way of thinking can be it's influenced. Basically, that's what I can get out of that. So think of it as like there's only one way of thinking. You can really think about it. If you're influenced into it, that's the way it is. And if that's not the correct way, if no one has that, then they will probably undergo that same punishment, like how Jewish people did. That's what I think the message was going across, but I think that was a shitty way to do it. So.
Yeah, no, this she if she wanted to get a different message across, she should have chosen something different, because definitely comparing this to, like I said, Nazis with the Jews and everything, that was not the correct course of action, because we're a civilized modern society right now.
He not really too civil.
Oh my
anyway.
God.
We live in a society.
Yeah. It hasn't been too civil, I can say, for the past 2 years. So
I'm just like he already defended Pedro Pascal, making references to the Nazis, and now he's going on about how we're a civilized society and you shouldn't be doing comparisons to the Holocaust. Okay,
yeah, this is what I mean by
we're fucking lame, dude.
Yeah, this is what I mean by I think we're progressing forwards and backwards at the same time.
Society.
So basically, we're on a treadmill, huh?
Pretty much.
You
Dude,
paid $200. Everyone paid $200 to get on this giant treadmill. Good.
Yeah, that's about it.
God damn.
Well, good thing America needs it, because America needs it, or we're fat.
Dude, that's just too overweight. We need to fucking have them as spokespersons for McDonald's.
Oh my God. As someone who is going to the gym now regularly, I fucking hate references to treadmills. My legs fucking hurt.
Yeah, I've been doing Ring Fit Adventure myself recently and going to the gym too.
No, I was going before, but then I broke my collarbone, so I couldn't really work out for like 4 months.
Oh, dude, I feel your pain. I actually had I had a leg injury last year, and it's and just now it's fully healed right now. So it's like, ugh.
Yeah, it's still like kind of hurt, like even after it fully healed, right?
Yeah, it's got like that. It's it's not actually in pain, but it's got like that phantom pain going on.
Dude, I don't know. Like it's so.
Is that an MGS5 reference?
What?
Phantom pain. Yeah. Metal Gear Solid 5.
The memes.
yeah.
Nano machines.
Not me. That went way over my fucking head.
Metal Gear Solid 5. Phantom pain. Like fucking.
Okay. We're almost done.
Yeah,
government would never do that. We don't live in countries where like
societal
North Korea, where they can do that.
Yeah.
We live in a place where there are all different types of people with different mindsets, but using this type of example, I can definitely see why Disney fired her, because oh Jesus Christ, it was very offensive in my opinion.
Yeah, but mind you, remember what Disney has done too, right?
What did they do?
Remember, this is why I bring the China stuff.
Live action Mulan was filmed.
I think they filmed right next to a concentration camps.
Yeah, and they were thanked for it. I mean, you can't really say Disney has the brightest way to go about.
They weren't thanked for it. I remember talking about this a few weeks ago with friends. A lot of fans were actually denouncing the film, and that's actually why Mulan didn't do well at all. Actually,
China didn't like it.
The Chinese government has lots of influence on and there are reports that apparently the Chinese government had some influence on the stars, because and I think one of my professors did a report on this. There are some cases where the Chinese government has supreme influence over personalities and celebrities, to the point where, like,
oh my God, here's an idea. If you know that the government is fucking corrupt and has influence over all this shit, like, why would you go there to film a movie and then do it outside of a fucking concentration camp? And then the credits for your movie say thank you to the organization of the CCP that does the propaganda. See, as a Muslim, I gotta admit, the most offensive thing about all this is people who downplay fucking a film that was made right outside of a concentration camp for Muslims. Like, I gotta say, right? To me, like, yeah, the Gina Carano thing and everything, right? Cancel Disney Plus and everything, but I kind of feel like people should cancel Disney Plus for the concentration camps. I kind of feel like that's like, you know, I feel like that's a little bit worse, but maybe it's just me being in my feelings. What do you think, Laura?
You are to be more inclined. You are inclined to be more offended by it than this guy.
I feel like I am being a little bit too emotional about it.
You are being emotionally biased.
Yeah. God damn. I love this guy's takes though.
They can get them to support almost anything. But that's just like based on,
dude, I'm just gonna break down what he's saying. People could do what they want until they can't. Like, people can fucking say what they want until they can't. Like, fucking, we could do whatever we want in America, but not really. That's what I'm getting. You know, that's where I'm at with this. Just like fucking.
Well, pretty much.
You know, freedom of speech sometimes. Like, whatever. Just like fucking, it's whatever. I'm fucking.
Well, that's the thing. Some people often argue like freedom of speech is not freedom of consequence, and to some extent, I can agree to that.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think you can say whatever you want, but like, you need to be prepared for whatever like backlash is going to happen or anything generally. You know, like, like, what is it? I made a joke about the KKK playing banjos. Like, you know, like, it's whatever.
Okay, why would you do that?
Because I wanted to.
Look, I get the joke about, you know, the KKK versus the Nazis because that's a legitimate question, right?
Not really. Like, but yeah.
You need to know who would actually win that fight.
Yeah. Fuck your feelings.
I'm more interested in Godzilla versus King Kong.
Can actually move on.
It's just like rumor now.
I'm speeding it up though.
Like, that should have been a factor of to why, like,
Unleash the Chipmunks.
Star of Mulan was she was supporting the fact that they were filming near concentration camps, and she supported the what was it, the protests, because I'm very sure that that either she supports the government always, that'd be one thing, or the government themselves, like, because one day they can ruin her and her career, because remember, in China they're very strict with their laws and they're very strict.
What does this have to do with Disney deciding to film in China outside of a concentration camp?
That they're very strict.
The Chinese actress was really scared about her career. It's got nothing to do with Disney deciding to do it.
You don't understand. China's so strict that they made Disney film outside the concentration camps.
Like, what the fuck is this? God damn.
I know.
That's how some people say things. Whereas here in the U.S., people can tweet whatever they want, but the thing is, even though we have freedom of speech, just because you have freedom of speech doesn't mean you have freedom from consequences.
Ah, he said the word.
Yeah, he said it.
He said it.
Yep.
Wow, I predicted it. Damn.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it, but I was like, hey, wait until y'all hear it. Just wait until y'all hear it.
Huh.
Jesus.
Whereas in China, their social media and all that is heavily monitored.
Fucking red.
No, I was waiting if there's anything else you wanted to add.
Not that I can think of.
Okay.
The reason that paragraph I put on your original post was so short because it's, like I said, the way I saw these things, like, their way, like, my argument's too long I don't have that much time to write like a whole.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I can figure. That's the reason why. Well, that's why I was like, yeah, I wanted to invite you on to have this debate, but that's why I feel like we might need to actually have the debate with the others on another time.
I don't really have that much time. It's usually just the weekend, but even then the weekend I'm very busy. Like, when I got, that's why, like, when I got on here, it was like super, what's the word? It was just like super unfortunate.
Yeah. I mean, but I can still try to work something out with people. So, I mean, it won't be too hard.
I had to get so much work done, and this is my final semester, so it's like really hard for me to get any free time.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically he's pushing out in advance. That's great. That's wonderful.